Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Burr from the Kimball Library, and we're here to make another craft. Hope you enjoy it. Today I thought we would do something that we could use outside or inside, but it probably is easier inside so that it works better because it's only paper. But it's a glider and it looks like flying circles, and that's just what it is. But it will glide if you make it right. So let's try. First we need a long piece of paper of regular shape, 8.5 by 11. And what we'll do is fold it maybe an inch from top to bottom. We'll fold it this way, 1 inch. So it's just a long strip of paper, and get it nice and neat along the end and crease it well so we have a strip like that. And then we're going to make one that is twice its size. So we're going to double the paper over and make it just a little bit bigger. It doesn't have to be double, so that it looks like that. So we have a smaller one and a bigger one. So we'll cut those. We have 2 strips of paper. And that's what we'll do right now. And while we're cutting this, what we'll have to do is take 2 paper clips, because that's what holds our glider together. 2 paper clips and maybe a little bit of Scotch tape. But then we also need a straw. It seems like we use straws quite a bit, don't we? So we have a thicker paper and a little bit thinner paper. All right, now the smaller one can be just a bit shorter. So I'm going to cut off maybe a little bit of it so we have a smaller circle. And what we'll do is just curl our circle so that it overlaps inside. We could take a little piece of Scotch tape and hold it in place on the outside, so then we could let go of it. So we have 1 circle, and then with our smaller circle, do the same thing. Just overlap it a little bit at the end, tape it up 1 little bit, so we have a large circle and a small circle. Now we're going to attach it to our straw. And what we'll do is take the paper clip and slide 1 into the end so that it attaches itself to the straw. And we'll do it on the other end as well. There, it's stuck right on there. Then we'll take our paper and we'll pull it through, put the straw inside, and attach it to the paper clip on one end, just like that. And then the same on the other side. Put the straw inside and attach it to the paper clip. And there we have it. A small circle on one end, a larger one on the end. Now this is a glider, and we could call it the flying circles, that's for sure. So what we'll do is glide it in the air by pointing it upward, just a little bit of a slant, and then releasing it, and just see how it works. You may want to adjust your little circle or your big circle, but it will be fun to try it. And I think if you're careful, you'll have a nice glider. That's project number 1 for gliders. I'll put it right there. Number 2, this is another glider. It's a paper glider. It also is a circle, isn't it? And we'll make it right now. A very easy thing to do. It looks like a crown, doesn't it? And here's how we do it. We start with a square piece of paper. And in order to get a square piece of paper, we need to take our 8.5 by 11 paper and take one corner and run it down along the side and you'll see it looks like a sailboat, like that. Make sure the sides are touching, and then we can make a crease. Looks like that. Next, we'll cut off that extra piece, that flap. We've done this before in other projects, so I know you'll know how to do it. You just cut along so we have a strip of paper and we have a triangle. Now let's put the triangle so it's pointing down on the table. And at the top, make sure it's creased well and roll it, let's see, maybe just an inch down on the paper. Carefully all the way across, try to get it even so it looks like that. It has a strip and there is the flap, the folded flap right there. So what we're going to do is turn it over so that our flap is on the table. And we're going to take each of our ends, roll them over, and you'll notice there are 2 points here. We're going to slide one inside the other. Maybe one is smaller than the other, but slide it over until it gets right in place. You'll see it kind of has its own spot, just like that. And then we need to have a piece of paper, a piece of tape, and we can just tape that together so that it just sticks in place like that. Then we take our finger and roll it all the way about the bottom so that it's as round as we can get it. And there we have another paper glider that we could use. And you can try it out and see if it works. And you fly it by probably standing in a higher place because it loves to drop down and spin. But you would put your finger here on the point like that, drop it down, and watch it go. See what happens. So that's flyer number 2 for gliders. The next glider I have is a paper glider. Actually, it looks like a plane with no nose, a flat right across the top. Maybe you know how to make one already, but let's make this too. And we'll take a piece of paper, a regular big paper like that, and we will start by folding it from the top, the high top, about an inch down, just like we did before. And then we even it along the edges carefully so that it's equal on both sides. And we make a crease, and then we fold it again, all the way across. And we fold it again. And we keep folding it until we get further down on our paper. And each time sealing it with our nails, our finger, so that it's nice and tight. And it makes, maybe it would be 6 times folded down, maybe it would be 7. And there we have it like that. Mine looks like this finally. Half of my paper, and there's the fold that I've done. You can see all the folds. Folded it down and down. So now we have the fold, and we're going to take it and fold it in half. And you want to crease it well too. And the outside should be on the top. The outside of the paper, of the fold should be on the outside when you fold it. Fold it in half. It's a little tough there because you have so much paper, but it works very well, and you can even it out. You can see it looks like that. You folded it in half. The creases are on the top. Now, we'll take it and fold it in half again. Down like that. Turn it over, fold it down again, so that now the creases are all inside. And when we look at our plane, we have to smooth it out, make it tight, make it smooth as best we can. And there we have it, another paper glider. That's 3 gliders that we've done today. They're lots of fun. And you know, if one goes bad, you can always just make another one. There it is, paper glider, our flying circles, and the spinning glider that you can drop from a high distance. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye. See you next time.